gets me every time.
Hi, I'm Andrew Leong,
I'm Jamie Rice.
and welcome to #Ambitious.
In this episode, we're going to be looking at landing pages.
Okay, so a landing page it's for those of you who don't know, it's a standalone page. So it's not part of your main menu. It's not part of your basically website. Well, it is part of your website structure, but basically it's a standalone page which you direct your customers to make them do a specific action. For example, make a purchase or sign up for something or download something. Do you think you could probably explain it better than that?
That's pretty much it, but it's basically, like Andrew said, it's a page on your website that normal website visitors won't find by using your menu or navigation system. So it's within your website, but you'll have to get your visitors to that page through using social media, lead generation, or pay-per-click advertising.
Honestly, one of the best things about landing pages is if you've got your normal website, hang on, that was a load of rubbish, on your normal website with your normal pages, which are optimized for SEO, they tend to be quite content heavy.
Yeah.
As with a landing page, it's really straight to the point and it has a high conversion rate. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about like how you can make better landing pages and the contents that they should have, which is going to increase your conversion.
Yeah. One of the things I'd say is now, if you're starting to clue where a landing page is, press pause, go to Google and type in great landing page. Go to Google Images, have a look at some, and then it'll make sense because you'll have seen them many, many times before.
Yeah, you will have definitely landed on one, and you will definitely take an action on one. In fact, as you go on your travels on the internet, if you ever go on a landing page and it causes you to subscribe or take action, take a screenshot of that page just record that information. In fact, if you ever buy something, record the sale. Just always learn from your own process, basically. So whatever you do, if someone causes you to do something, learn from it, definitely. So should we go into what a good landing page should have?
Yeah, so I mean, one of the first, obviously the most important thing is the whole point of a landing page is, like Andrew said before, is to start getting leads, to start getting sales. So the main thing that your landing page needs is a really strong call to action. Decide what you want people to do and then show them exactly how to do it and make it very, very prominent. So if it's to download your ebook, to sign up to your email newsletter, or to buy a product, wherever it might be, make it very, very clear and straightforward. Give people one option, and your chances of conversion will be a lot higher if people know exactly what they need to do.
Yeah. So that's basically just what Jamie just said. That is keep the page really, really simple with one call to action. You don't want people having to do many different things because it's just too confusing. So just keep it really, really minimal. No links or minimum amount of links. Just keep all the content concise and just very straight to the point. So they're not distracted from that call to action.
Yeah. The next thing you can look at is getting some social proof on there. So your social proof can be done through testimonials of current clients, past clients. One thing that I quite like doing is taking logos, any trade associations or client logos that I've worked with that are like of a large scale or reputable or well-known logos, so that when people land on the site, you don't look like you've just set up or you're operating from a bedroom, for example. It will show that you've got a track record. It will show you've got happy customers and that you've worked with businesses of a certain scale.
Definitely. And what you can also do with testimonials is you can have written testimonials and logos. You can have videos. Videos have a really, really high conversion rate. I think it's like 80%.
Keeps
landing pages.
Reduces the bounce rate down, doesn't it?
Yeah. So if you can have landing page with the video, that's a huge, huge benefit to both you and your customer. And those videos can be of you, it can be whatever really, it can be testimonials. You just obviously have to make a really good video that is relevant to the landing page, but they do help conversions. Anything else?
Yeah, so contact details. So although, say if you want someone to sign up to complete a form, for example, you want to keep the form the most prominent thing and very simple and straightforward. But most people, before they complete a contact form, want to make sure that the business is actually legitimate. So it's a good idea, maybe in small font somewhere in the top right or bottom right hand corner, is to put your physical address, your contact number. If you've got a landline, obviously don't be putting a mobile number because again it'll just make it like a small setup, and company email address. It just helps to add a bit more social proof that you're a real business, and just puts people's minds at ease that little bit more when they're thinking, should I complete this? Should I not?
Yeah.
Who are these guys?
Yeah. And I suppose, there's a debate whether long copy or short copy is the best, but use bullet points as well. Bullet points are a really good way to get, key points across without having the customer think too much or having to dive into the information. If they're just there, they can take action. But I think that pretty much covers everything on a landing page that should be there.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything. Yeah.
So another thing with landing pages is don't just have one landing page for all your campaigns. You want to have different landing pages for different purposes. So you might have a landing page where people download your ebook or sign up to a newsletter, or a different landing page for purchasing a product. So you want to have a different landing page with a different goal, depending on what that goal is. Anything else to add to that?
Or if you've never used landing pages before, it can become quite a mammoth task. So let's say, for example, you're an accountant, you're in an accountancy practice. You might have landing pages for painters and decorators, solicitors, gym owners, for example. The list could go on and on and on. Whoever your best or most profitable clients are, you could create landing pages and drive them to a specific page tailored to them, where you're going to get more leads. But obviously, if you've not used landing pages before, you've got no idea if it's going to work or not for you, is don't go all out and build 25, 30 landing pages and set up ads on all of them. Trial it with one, maybe two max. Start to see some results, do some testing, get some conversions, get some inquiries. Then when it's working, scale it up, go after more sectors. And double down, start getting more leads.
No, that's a good point. Yeah, you don't want 20, 30 landing pages in one go. Start off, find your groove, understand it, and like Jamie said, test it. So that would probably be a good topic to talk about now, testing your landing pages.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I've heard from a couple of people, they say, it doesn't work. Like anything, it won't work if you don't test it. You'll be very, very lucky if you make a landing page, think off the top of your head, I'm going to have this call to action, I'm going to offer this, and you put it out and you start getting the lead straight away. I mean, it might happen, but you'll be very lucky. Most of the time, what you have to do is you have to use tools like Google Analytics, check how long people are staying on your page for, if they're engaging with it, if they're reading it, and what percentage of people are actually completing the contact form or doing whatever it is you want them to do. If the vast majority of people are leaving the page after 4 seconds, they obviously haven't spent any time reading the content or engaging with it, so you'd need to make tweaks there. If people are spending a long time on the page, a minute, 2 minutes, but they're not, the vast majority aren't completing the call to action, then there's obviously something not enticing enough about your call to action. So it is literally constantly testing until you get the formula right, and you've got a good number of conversions from the traffic you receive.
Yeah, just to expand on what Jamie said, you might want to do some A/B testing. So for the same objectives, you might have 2 different landing pages, and then you can see which works best, or take the best bits from different ones and drop the things that don't work. Or you might want to test long copy versus short copy, test the coloring, images, where you place your objects and your assets. So you might have video right at the top, or you might have bullet points. It's whatever works best for your particular target market and your particular topic. But keep playing with it. Little things like colors, they can have a massive effect. So it's just about working with it until you find what works best for you.
Yeah.
So after your customer has taken action, should we talk about that? Should we add that into the mix?
Yeah. So it's what you then do
your
next.
Post-conversion,
really.
Post-conversion process, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So you might suggest different products to them. You might get them to download a white paper, get them to follow you on your social media. I mean, there's a couple of different things. I mean, do you have any in mind that's...
Well, it's whether you automate it or not. So say, for example, if it's to download a white paper or to get a free ebook or whatever, you can use tools such as MailChimp, and you can set it up as an automated process. So someone's completed the call to action, and then straight away in their inbox, they've got what they wanted.
Yeah.
And then people are much more likely to then do the next thing, because obviously the plan isn't to give them a free ebook and then thanks very much and never speak to them again. The plan is to give them a free ebook, free resource, to then sort of entice them to get in touch and become a client or find out more information from you. If they click to download a free ebook and then it's not automated, I don't know, you're away for the weekend or whatever, they end up getting it 3-4 days later, they might not be bothered anymore, or they found someone else, whatever it might be. So by using software to your advantage and making things land immediately, it can help your post conversions after the event far higher.
Be smart with your after conversion process as well. For example, say you are giving away a free ebook. Jamie, if you downloaded a free ebook and then say it was a 100-page free ebook, and then a company phoned you the next day and asked you what your thoughts were, how would you feel about that?
As long as I tick the GDPR compliant box, I wouldn't mind too much.
What I meant in terms of
because obviously you haven't read it. You wouldn't have read it in that time. That's a really good point, actually. Just make sure all your contact forms are GDPR compliant. You're someone in the EU. It's been quite a headache for us. Make sure you do that.
Yeah, be compliant with the law. But also just be smart with the process. It's just because someone signed up, don't just be all over them. Think about reverse engineer how you want to be treated as a customer and what your customers expect. So, and just in terms of landing pages, you want to be using them for your AdWords, would you say?
Yeah, so obviously, like Andrew said before, landing pages won't be an SEO optimized page. So basically, people won't find it by themselves. It won't show up, or it's highly unlikely to show up on Google search results. So it won't gain traffic. So the way to get traffic to your landing pages is to create social media advertising posts, such as like Facebook ads, and then Google AdWords campaigns as well, so it's text-based or impression-based ads, whichever you prefer, or both. And then the smart thing there is you can run really tight advertising campaigns, particularly on, say, Facebook, where if you're, you want to get gym instructors to a landing page, you can have an image going out specifically to gym instructors. When they click, they will go to your landing page.
I think that covers everything at the moment, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much, and we'll speak to you in the next episode.
Give me